Hey warriors, I hope you're all doing well. This video is for all my C Inter friends who are writing their exams of direct tax in the upcoming May 25, September 25 or Jan 2026 exams, and have already purchased the concept guide. Thank you for showing your interest in this concept guide. I hope this book is helping you in the way it should help you for the exams. I have a vision on this book and I am sure that you people are already enjoying the kind of luxuries you're getting out of this book. If you have any feedbacks on the book, please feel free to reach out to me and I'll be happy to implement those changes in the upcoming batches. Now, why have this video been made? People, the concept guide which you have is complete in all parallels, but there are some small modifications which I need to make. That's why this video is being shot for you. This is my Corrigendum video for you to make a few changes in your book so that you are better prepared for your exams. Since already ICS amendments have been launched up to 30th April, this video is more specifically for May 25 students. In case there are any further amendments and further updates in the book, I will have a separate video launched for my September and Jan batch. But even the September and Jan batch can watch this video right away if they have already purchased the books. Yes, small corrections have to be made in this book, people, so therefore I'm making it out for you as we progress forward. I hope you all have your concept guide already ready in your hand. Please quickly have the concept guide open and we can discuss about those amendments quickly as we progress forward. The first and the important corrigendum which we have to make, people, will follow in your residential status. So if you can quickly open your residential status, people, you will find there is this topic called as business connection. You'll find this topic called as business connection, people. Now, for your books which you have in your hand, you will find that there is a detailed note on business connection here. All topics about your agency concept. Yes, you will have some topic relating to agency concept. How does the agency concept work? What is significant economic presence and everything already discussed in your topic. Here is a good news for you. ICA has deleted all this from your syllabus. So therefore, that one side plus the next page which talks about your significant economic presence, that full piece has to be deleted from your book. You can straight away cut it out from your book and you don't need to read it for your exams. From an exam perspective now, you will read the first heading which is your business connection and then directly jump on to the part where business connection will not be established for 5 reasons. For 5 reasons. All the interim pieces relating to your agency concept or significant economic presence, please have it deleted from your book. It is no more there in your syllabus. Yes, the second thing which you people should be paying attention to, people, as we progress forward is on your chapter called as your capital gains. The important chapter of capital gains, people, some important amendments to be made in this topic. Now, when I designed this book, my intention was very clear. I only wanted to focus on the post-amendment rules which are there because that is what will be relevant for your exams. But for some reason, ICA has come back and clarified that they also would be testing you on the pre-amendment rules. Which means now you will have to categorize this whole chapter into 2 buckets. One is prior to 23rd July, one is post to 23rd July, and those amendments have to be made. It's not very significant, people, so if you stay with me for another 5 minutes, I will quickly make those amendments for you also. Yes, your amendment number 1, people, will follow into your classifications. In your classifications, the first thing which you notice here is something called units of business trust. Yes, now if you notice, this units of business trust has been given in green, which means post 23rd July, this units of business trust will now have a period of holding of 12 months. But because ICA wants to clarify this to you people, your units of business trust prior to 23rd July was liable for 36 months. Yes, so please make the small extra note in your book where you will now come and clarify that the business trust units before 23rd July, if they are transferred, will be having a period of holding of 36 months, whereas if they transferred after 23rd July, then they'll be having a period of holding of 12 months. That is the first amendment you need to make. Second amendment, people, is on your other capital assets. Your other capital assets until last year were at a period of holding of less than 36 months. So if the asset was transferred before 23rd July, then this also will be liable for 36 months. Whereas if it is after 23rd July, then it will be 24 months. Yes, so 2 critical amendments to be made in your period of holding, people. Amendment number 1, if it's units of business trust before 23rd July, then it is 36 months, and if it is other capital assets before 23rd July, then it is 36 months. Everything else remains the same, no changes in that. So 2 critical amendments for you to make. Hold back on the slum sale, people. We will be discussing this in a separate topic. Second thing, people, I would like you people to make is on your topic which is here. If I have to go in quickly, yes, the point number C, people, the exceptions to the year of taxability. Yes, in this exception to the year of taxability, I had removed all the provisions relating to indexation because, as you all would be aware, post 23rd July, indexation benefits are not available. Yes, but ICA has now given a clarification saying if the asset is transferred before 23rd July, then they would like to test you on indexation benefits. So the amendment which you need to make here is that you need to write this extra point. In case transfer takes place before 23rd July, in case transfer takes place before 23rd July, indexation will be computed only up to the date of transfer and not the date of taxability. Yes, this is what you need to note down, people. If you can note down this along with me, let me explain this once again to you carefully. For those people who've already gone through the classes would know, when it comes to insurance compensation, the rules of income tax come and say the date on which the asset is destroyed is called as the date on which the asset is transferred. But the tax on this capital gains is only computed in the year in which the insurance compensation is received. Yes, so therefore this provision would come and say capital gains will be taxable only in the year in which the compensation is received, whereas the insurance compensation will be taxable up to the date of destruction of the asset. Yes, now here is income tax coming and clarifying along with ICI that if the destruction of the asset took place before 23rd July, if the destruction of the asset took place before 23rd July, then please ensure that you give indexation on that until the date of destruction, up to the date of destruction. Even though the taxability may happen post 23rd July, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So here is a case where I come and tell you, if I have bought an asset on 1st April 2016 and the asset was destroyed on 31st January 2018, whereas the asset was actually sold only on 4th February 2025. 4th February 2025. Basically, the money is received only on 4th February 2025. You will tax it on 4th February 2025. But because the transfer is on 31st January 2018, which is before 23rd July, this asset is now eligible for indexation. This asset is now eligible for indexation, where the CII of the indexation will be from CII of 1718 till CII of 31st January, of 1670. CII of 1670. That is what the rule will be. That is what the rule will be. Now, again, people, I am ignoring the assumptions of the fact that it's less than 24 months, more than 24 months. That's just for namesake purposes. Examples is what I'm giving to you. So let's understand that. Basically, I'm coming and clarifying to you people that if you have an asset which is transferred before 23rd July and the taxability is happening after 23rd July, indexation rules will still apply, but the indexation will stop on the date of destruction and will not go on till the date of taxability. That is one thing which you need to note down in this point. Yes, next couple of things, people, which you have to note down. We'll be quickly moving on forward to the last pages of this chapter, which is your tax rates. Now you'll find the similar table in your book as well, people, where you'll talk about special rates of taxes. Yes, in the special rates of taxes, you have only items post 23rd July. Don't worry about the items pre 23rd July, people. That you've already discussed in chapter number 2. So therefore, it is already covered in chapter number 2. You can stick to that. The item which you need to make an amendment, people, is here. Yes, in your books, if I understand this carefully, your books will only use the word individual HUF. Your books will only use the word individual HUF. Here is me coming and making a small correction here. It is not just individual HUF, people. It is resident individual and HUF. It is resident individual or HUF. Thereby, income tax coming and clarifying that when a resident individual or HUF buys an asset before 23rd July, sells it after 23rd July, then he will be liable to claim taxation as per old regime or new regime, whichever is lower. Old regime or new regime, whichever is lower, he can make that choice. You can make that choice only for resident individual or HUF, not for any other persons. Yes, so if it's a non-resident, while ICI may not ask you that question, but in case it's a non-resident, these provisions will not apply. So please be mindful of that. You have to make this similar correction, people, in section 112 also in the subsequent pages. In subsequent pages, you will see LTCG arising from transfer of land and or building by a resident individual or HUF. By a resident individual or HUF. So please make this correction as well. Please make this correction as well. This is also one small change to make. Yes, after this, people, the next critical amendment will happen in your subsequent chapter. Your subsequent chapter relating to your business reorganization. Yes, if you go on to business reorganization, people, you have this topic of slump sale. You have this topic of slump sale. Let me give you a small background on this. When income tax had brought in an amendment, people, section 242A, 2 clause 42A came and clarified, saying going forward there is not going to be a period of holding more than 36 months. There is only going to be a period of holding of 24 months and 12 months. So 12 months and 24 months were the only things which were clarified. 36 months was not even part of the scope. Yes, but later on, when we looked into the book, people, we realized that section 50C has its own independent period of holding, and therefore that was something which income tax unfortunately forgot to amend. Therefore, today if you read the income tax, 242A will come and say that all other capital assets will have to be taxed only if they are transferred after 24 months for long-term basis. But section 50C independently talks about the fact that slump sale should be held for at least 36 months. This is a clear fallout from income tax, but unfortunately they forgot to amend the law. Because they did not do it, I had made an assumption in the book that this is a blunt error and therefore should be ignored. But as I read the ICI study material which got released recently, ICI has taken cognizance of the mistake and has agreed to the fact that it should continue to be 36 months. And therefore, for your exam purposes, ICI is still sticking to 36 months, people. While it is a little disputive and litigative, let's follow what ICI says. Yes, and therefore, for this piece, you will see here that in your books, it will be given in green as 24 months. It will be given as green in 24 months. Please delete the green and make it 36 months. Please delete the green and make it 36 months. So in both the places, people, now slump sale will read that if you are transferring the asset after 36 months, it is long term. Before 36 months, it is short term. That is what one small change will happen. Yes, so this is no more an amendment for your slump sale, people. Slump sale rules apply the same way as how it was applying earlier also. 36 months and 36 months is what the rules will be. Yes, so please have the small change made in the slump sale. The final amendment, people, will happen directly in your chapter called as TDS. If you move on to this chapter called as TDS, you will find in TDS, people, that there is this new amendment of section called as section 194T. Yes, after J, R, N, P, Q, R and T, you'll find this amendment in your TDS chapter, people, called section 194T. Now, if you notice the last line itself carefully, the last line comes and says 194T will only apply on or after transactions happening from 1st April 25. Yes, which means in classes also, people, I would have clarified to you that for your exams, it is technically not relevant because they cannot be tested, because the provision itself will apply only from 1st April of next year. It would make more sense to be tested in assessment year 26-27 and not in assessment year 25-26. Fortunately, IC has taken cognizance of this fact in your study material itself, and therefore this whole topic itself is not part of your syllabus. IC has not even notified this topic for your study material. It is not even mentioned in your study material anywhere, as if it was not even an amendment brought in the act. Yes, I would have normally assumed that ICI would put that amendment and come and clarify maybe it is not relevant, but this time ICI did not even choose to show that amendment, and therefore it is not even there in the book. Because it is not even there in the book, people, you can be feeling free to not even read this amendment for your exams. You can choose to ignore this amendment for your exams. Yes, so two deletions have been happened. Your business connection related agency model has been deleted. Section 194T has been deleted. Two amendments I asked you to make is on your capital gains, where I came and clarified to you that when it comes to individuals or HUF, now it is resident individuals or HUF. Slump sale will only be covered after 36 months as long term. Two small amendments I asked you to include for the pre-amendments is on the fact that when a business trust or other capital assets are transferred before 23rd July, the period of holding will be 36 months. And the last thing which I asked you to come and clarify is on the fact that when you have an asset transferred before 23rd July, even if the money is received after 23rd July, the old provisions will apply, in which case indexation will be computed until the date of transfer and not on the date of receiving the money. Yes, these are some 5 amendments which I wanted you people to make for your exams. That's all that I would require from you. Apart from this, no other amendments have been notified for ICI, and therefore you are free enough to complete your book. Subject to this 5 amendments, your concept guide is complete in all sense, is ready for your preparation of exams. Don't worry, all these amendments have already been taken care in your solutions guide and your cheat sheets. So those are already amended to the what it should be. Yes, it's only your concept guide which needs to undergo these small amendments. So please ensure that you make these small amendments for your exam, and that is all will be required for you to complete your exams. I hope everyone had a great time reading with whatever subjects you are doing. If you have any challenges, feel free to reach out to me and I should be happy to support in what we can. Some upcoming videos also are coming in people where we'll be discussing more about revisions and other things as we progress forward. But as of now, I would like you to pay attention to this Corrigendum and complete your syllabus reading. Yes, for all my other friends, if you have any other friends who have purchased this video, purchased the book and have not seen the video, please, a small request from my side to share this video as much as possible to all of them so that everyone can be benefited. I would not like anyone going half-baked for your exams. That would not be good for you. It will neither be good for me also. So please share it with all your friends in case they have not seen it till now, and ask them to also make this amendment in their books. Grow together and let's be happy together. That is all that is from my side, people, for today. I will see you all very soon in upcoming videos. Until then, take care. Bye bye.